You're listening to the Holistic Spaces podcast brought to you by Mindful Design Feng Shui School. Episode 163, Supercharge Your Spring Cleaning with Feng Shui. Welcome to episode 163 of the Holistic Spaces podcast, where we hope to inspire, educate, and empower you to create your own holistic spaces that nurture and resonate with you. Angie Cho and Laura Morris are the founders of the Mindful Design Feng Shui School. We teach Feng Shui online at mindfuldesignschool.com. Check us out. Be sure to sign up for our mailing list so you can hear all about our events and new offerings. So before we get started with our supercharging of spring cleaning with Feng Shui, we wanted to do a little bit of promo, shameless promotion that, we teach Feng Shui, Laura and I, and we have a certification program. So we actually teach people how to become Feng Shui practitioners and Feng Shui consultants and begin to offer it as a service to clients. And it's one of our greatest joys to be able to teach the Feng Shui that we practice. And if you don't know, the stuff we put on the podcast and blog are Feng Shui light. But when you get into the program, you really start to see all the amazing wisdom that is connected to Feng Shui. And there's much, much more because we just basically we're only scratching the surface here on the podcast. So if you have always been curious about Feng Shui, if you want to know more, if you want to go deeper, if you might want to change your career and become a practitioner, check out our certification program. We have a bunch of info sessions coming up in March and April, and the first one is on March 12th. So if you join our mailing list, if you go to mindfuldesignschool.com and scroll to the bottom, you can get our newsletter, or you can also sign up for our info sessions at mindfuldesignschool.com.
So today we are talking about spring cleaning, but not just any kind of spring cleaning, because we're going to supercharge that spring cleaning with some Feng Shui. So Spring Equinox, March 20th. March is a big month. You're moving from cold, darker into the light. It's finally, the pendulum is swinging to more yang energy, around at this time of the year. Many cultures are celebrating this shift in seasons, and they celebrate it with cleaning and clearing. Many of you are going to already do this, right? I think there's a compulsion, there's a desire, there's a thing that is stronger than us. It's innate in us that we want to start to peel away the residue of winter and walk into something new, fresh, sunlight. So opening windows, all that stuff. It's human nature. So what we thought is we would go through 5 simple Feng Shui tips to help you up your spring cleaning game. So you're not only going to clean out dust bunnies, but we're also going to show you how you can spin that and add a little bit of kick to your energy in your home. So shifting the energy. So spring cleaning the energy of your home as well. So first one is, Angie.
The first of our 5 simple Feng Shui tips to supercharge your spring cleaning is to sweep and clean your front entry foyer area. This is the front area of your home, the formal front door. And this is important not only on a mundane level, because, you're welcoming in the spring, right? And you want to clear out all that winter dust and the debris that's accumulated from the snow, but also because your front door represents how energy comes to you. It's called the mouth of qi. So we really want to spend a great deal of time tidying the entry. And our Feng Shui supercharge tip is to also take the time to actually scrub down and wash your front door with intention. A lot of people sweep, but they don't actually wash their front door. So take a sponge, get some great non-toxic soap or even just water, and wipe off the debris from your front door and use intention. You can chant a mantra or an affirmation as you do it, and just visualize that you're welcoming in new energy in your mouth of qi, where the energy comes into your life.
Because that front door represents your voice as well. So if want to connect that affirmation with being heard, really, starting something, being, getting your voice out into the world, that's a really great thing to think about while you're washing and cleaning that front door as well. Okay. Tip number two, switch out your seasonal bedding. So we all do this. Maybe we don't all, but I do this. So, you'll have your heavier bedding, your heavier winter sheets, sets, and duvets, etc. And you're going to go to something lighter. This might be a bit mundane, but really take the time to maybe think about getting yourself a brand new set of natural fiber sheets. It could be linen, could be 100% cotton. But, if you're going to shift that seasonal bedding, think about getting yourself a fresh set of sheets. And then also clean under your bed to get that chi, that energy moving. And yes, it is fine to store that same seasonal bedding under your bed. We get it. Space is at a premium, storage space is at a premium, and under bed storage is absolutely okay. If it's something like this seasonal bedding, it's actually a perfect thing to keep under there, right? Soft, doesn't hold a lot of interesting energies. It's pretty mundane. And so to Feng Shui supercharge this, so our tip for that would be to create your own, or you can get some. I think that you sell it in the Holistic Spaces shop as well. An orange peel mist. So spritz that bedding or around your bed with an orange peel mist to cleanse the chi. You can do it with simply, water, distilled water, and some orange peels, letting it soak, sit there and, distill for a while and get that smell in there. Or you can, get one, or I like, something that comes from the actual orange peels to have that in there. You could use an essential oil, but make sure it's, it's connected, really has that orange energy, because oranges in Feng Shui are very young. They have the color orange, which is, halfway between fire and earth. It's that beautiful, brilliant orange. They look like coins. They have in our practice, when we, start to work with our students, you learn more advanced orange peel blessings. So it is actually, it's a very powerful way to clear. So we thought, really beautiful, create yourself a little mist, or purchase one that is, again, Holistic Spaces is a good one, to spritz it just to give that extra, to give the energy a clear. Okay. Next
is tip number 3. Open your blinds and windows and let in the fresh new sunlight, also letting in new chi. So open all your window treatments and then open the actual windows, the exterior windows, to bring in fresh air, fresh chi, fresh light, and let your house or your home breathe for at least 9 minutes. And you can keep the windows open even more regularly. You don't have to just do this once. You could do it every day for 9 minutes a day. But at least, once during your spring cleaning, let all the windows open into the outside world. And to supercharge this spring cleaning tip with Feng Shui, you can also take the time to clean your windows. Use a non-toxic cleaner, like vinegar is really super great. You don't have to buy anything special. And set the intention that you want to see things in your life more clearly, because windows represent your eyes. And you want to be able to see the world around you and see all the opportunities the universe wants to offer to you. You want to be able to move through the world with your eyes open, not closed, and not obscured with debris or life circumstances or whatever it is. You want to be able to see all the beauty in the world. So open up those windows, let in fresh chi for 9 minutes, and then supercharge it by actually cleaning your windows with intention.
Number 4, cleaning your stove with intention. We talk about this a lot. For those of you that have listened to I'm sure you've heard us talk about cleaning the stove. And if you haven't yet, if you have heard it and you haven't done it yet, then that's on you. But this is the time to do it. Spring cleaning. If you haven't done it and you've heard us talk about it, I feel like a million times, it's really important to take a non-toxic cleaner, deep clean, and degrease your stove. Okay. Get all that layer of off, because again, the stove represents wealth in your home. It is a little wealth symbol for the whole household. And you work really hard to, go out grocery shopping, and we can all appreciate now grocery costs are going through the roof. So I think we're all getting the connection between food and money. So the stove is really where those resources are being brought. They're being cooked so that you can feed your family. And you don't want, dirty, sticky mess in that wealth area, right? You want to clear it off. Supercharge tip. Feng Shui supercharge tip for your kitchen is to place a plant in your kitchen, on your kitchen counter. It can be near the sink or near the stove. The intention is to balance the energies of the kitchen. So you have a stove, which is fire, you have sink, which is water, and now you have wood, which would be the plant. You have wood chi. So this creates a nice little chi harmony in your kitchen. And you can set the intention to do that, just to bring in that wood energy, which is also connects with family, connects with compassion, flexibility. So that's our little supercharged tip. Clean the stove, and then after, go get yourself a new plant and place it in the kitchen.
Okay. And the last tip, number 5, is to make your spring cleaning and energy clearing a ceremony. So set some ritual and ceremony around this, and don't look at it just as only your spring cleaning, but also that you are clearing your space. You're inviting in new energy. So while you're cleaning, vacuuming, dusting, washing, and as you complete it, you can close with a simple ceremony or ritual to recognize your efforts and to set an intention to invite in some new energy, some new chi. And a really simple way to do this is to ring a bell in the center of your home 9 times, and just do it really slowly with intention, allowing yourself to feel the vibrations move through you and your home. And, if your spring cleaning ritual is not just one day, but several days, you can do this at the end of each day. So kind of putting a little seal of intention after you're done your spring cleaning tasks for the day. And again, ring that bell and just do it slowly. Don't speed through it. It doesn't take very long. In reality, it's probably like a minute. And allow yourself to just feel the energy vibrations, the chi vibrations resonate and radiate out from you. We recommend you definitely do this on or around the spring equinox. And, our next episode is going to be more about the spring equinox. So let us know how it goes. And we hope that you will be able to supercharge your spring cleaning with Feng Shui.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. And thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Holistic Spaces podcast. You can tune in every Monday for a new podcast episode. If you like our podcast and this episode, you can share it with others. You can subscribe or leave a review. You can support the podcast by checking out our certification and other courses and offerings at mindfuldesignschool.com. And thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week.